The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Hello and welcome to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. I am PJ Green, and the Pioneers are getting ready to face the Wingate Bulldogs today. The undefeated Wingate Bulldogs coming into this match 14-0. And Tusculum has not beaten Wingate since 2012. Last year they were pretty close with their home match, took them down to 5 sets but could not pull out in the 5th set. Potential history may be made tonight. The Pioneers will be leaning on their seniors, Melissa Mazer, the libero senior, and their outside hitter senior, Cassie Bourne, number 7, Melissa Mazer, number 12. Wingate will be pushing towards their middle blockers, number 12, Phoebe Havenar, will be heavily depended on by the Bulldogs, as well as Rachel Alice, their setter, who also moves to outside hitter and has a few kills of her own. Hannah Gibbons, another one of the outside hitters for Wingate, will also be depended on. And this match looks to be very entertaining, folks. Potential history could be made tonight as we are about to start our player introductions. We'll be right back after these introductions. You are watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Hello, you are watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Lady Pioneers are getting ready to take off against the Wingate Bulldogs. The Pioneers starting lineup consists of number 14, Melissa Mazer at libero, number 7, Cassie Bourne outside hitter, number 12, Carly Pigs at middle blocker, number 10, Gabby Gray at outside hitter, number 18, Lydia Collins at middle blocker, number 17, Emily Lawless at setter, and number 6, Aubrey Hawkins at middle blocker. The Wingate Bulldogs will be starting out with number 11, Reese Blackley at outside hitter, number 7, Rachel Alice at setter, number 1, Taylor Williams at outside hitter, number 20, Corey Adams as their defensive specialist, number 14, Sophie Schaaf at middle blocker, and number 19, Casey Eastland as their other defensive specialists. Pioneers looking to get a win here, have not won in 11 games. Started off their season with 2 straight wins over Chowan and Emmanuel and have not won a match since then. The Wingate Bulldogs are coming into Greenville undefeated, 14-0, have not lost a game yet. Wingate has also been undefeated against the Pioneers since 2013. The last win the Pioneers had over the Bulldogs was in 2012. Potential history could be made here tonight, but the key for the Pioneers will be stopping number 12, Phoebe Havenar, the Bulldogs' number 1 attacker. Leads her team in points, points per set, kills, and kills per set. She also is 3rd on her team in blocks per set. The preseason All-SAC first team for this year, 2017 second team All-SAC, as these ladies are looking to get this match started. Getting the pregame handshakes in, pregame warm-ups in. Referees chatting a bit before we start. Referees taking their time, taking their sweet time, trying to get everything right at the scorer's table. The Wingate Bulldogs are coached by head coach Shelton Collier, who is in his 17th season at Wingate. And the Tusculum coaches have admitted all he does is win. Started off his career as an assistant for Pacific, then as an assistant for Cincinnati, and also an assistant for Ohio State, who he played for and led the Buckeyes to 3 Final Fours. And he was also an All-American there. Took his first head coaching job at Pittsburgh, where he was Big East Coach of the Year in 1987 with a record of 296 and 93 losses. After that, took a head coaching job at Georgia Tech, where he was there for 11 seasons and is still one of the most successful head coaches in the Yellow Jackets program history. And now he's in his 17th season as the Bulldogs and has gained over 1,000 wins throughout his whole career as of last year. And we are starting Pioneer Volleyball, and here is Emily Lawless on the service. Great dig by Melissa Mazer, but they can't respond, and there is the first point of the match, and Reese Blackley will take that point for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, without their first team preseason All-SAC outside hitter Anna Holmquist, and freshman Reese Blackley has stepped up well in her presence. And there is a first point for the Pioneers by true freshman Lydia Collins. Lydia Collins will take the first point for the Pioneers here as Gabby Gray is on the service. And here comes the Bulldogs. Blackley gets it back over. Mazer setting up for Bourne. Great dig by the Bulldogs there. And there is Phoebe Havenar with her first kill of the match. Usually with most college volleyball, with most volleyball teams in general, their kills come from the outside hitters and their attacks come from the outside in. The Bulldogs offense comes from the inside out, starting with their middle blocker, Phoebe Havenar. Here's the set for Hawkins, and it goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will take it again. In the first part of this young season, the Pioneers have been focused on limiting errors, trying to get this young team on a roll. As they struggle to do so, there's Lydia Collins with her second kill of the match. Great set there by Lawless, and Collins will pound it home as the Pioneers are trying to come back and take this early lead, as Collins is now on the service. Here's the set for Havenar, trying to come across the middle. Great block by Carly Pigza. Carly Pigza missed Tusculum's last match versus their rival Carson Newman, but is now back for this match, and she is ready to defend the middle for the Pioneers. Here comes Alice setting up for Havenar again, and Havenar will take that kill as she splits Pigza and Bourne. Courtney White is now subbing in for the Pioneers. She has stepped up in the absence of Alyssa Rojas. Emily Lawless has taken over the starting setter position, and Whited will look to help on the defensive side for the Pioneers. Here's the set for Bourne. Great dig by Adams. Here comes Williams. Good block by Hawkins and Pigza. Another good block by Hawkins, but she can't get it back across. That will be Hannah Givens on the kill for the Bulldogs as they take an early 5-3 lead. Here's Lawless setting up for Pigza. Good tip by Pigza, but good dig by Alice. There's another dig by Mazer setting up for Hawkins. Boom! Pioneers will take that point. That was a close kill, hit right on the line. Aubrey Hawkins will take her first kill of the match. Here's Jordan Zaleski, the true freshman, on the service. And here's Havenar, and she'll get another kill. That's already 3 kills on the match for Phoebe Havenar. There's Havenar on the service there. The set for Bourne, a little off, but the Pioneers recover. Great block by Pigza. Here's the set for Pigza. There's the block by Givens. Good dig by the Bulldogs. Here's Givens one more time. Great dig by Mazer. And Lawless reaches over the line, and Pioneers respond well. Here comes Givens once again. Great dig by Whited, but that goes out of bounds. This Wingate team is easily the best the Pioneers have seen all season. They are showing why they are undefeated already in these first 7 points. Here's the set for Bourne. Out of bounds as Bourne gets a bad hit on the ball. Wingate will continue to stack on their lead. Here's Havenar on the service once again. Here's the set for Pigza. Little underhand tip over there. Alice just tips it over, and she'll get the point. Coaches are going to want to slow the pace down of this Wingate offense and defend well, try to get some points for these young Pioneers here. Here's Bourne. Blocked by Alice. Rachel Alice on the block for the Bulldogs. And they continue to get points on the Pioneers. Here's Lawless setting up for Pigza coming across. And there's another block by Hannah Givens. Hannah Givens already showing up for the Bulldogs on the outside here with her second kill on the match. and her second block on the match. And there's a great tip over by the crafty senior, Cassie Bourne. And Cassie Bourne will now serve for the Pioneers. Cassie Bourne was the Pioneers' lone first preseason All-SAC selection, and she has performed well against Wingate in past years. Last year, getting 15 kills and 13 kills in her 2 matchups against the Bulldogs. Can the Pioneers get it back over? Yes, they do. Here's Gibbons with the dig, the set, and it goes out. Pioneers do not get the block. As Sophie Schaff will take the kill for the Bulldogs. And here's Alice now back on the service. Here's Lawless setting up for Bourne. There's a dig by Alice. Here's Adams. Here's Lawless setting up for Gray. Great dig by Alice. And the Pioneers will get that point as the Bulldogs cannot get it back over the net. Here comes Lydia Collins subbing in for Carly Pigza over the middle. .6-12. Pioneers trying to battle back here in this first set. And there's the set for Schaff. Cannot get it over. Pioneers will take another point off of the error. Here's Mazer once again for the Pioneers on the service. Here's the set for Gibbons once again. Gabby Gray had the block. Bourne cannot dig it out to help her out. Another point for the Bulldogs. Casey Eastland now subbing in for the Bulldogs here. So is Taylor Williams. Casey Eastland, another one of these true freshmen for the Bulldogs, stepping up among their injuries. Third on the kill in digs per set. Here's the setup for Williams. Great dig by Bourne. Here's Gray. Another great dig by Eastland. There's Schaff. And there is Schaff again. Sophie Schaff with her second kill on the night, soaring over the net to pound the ball into Pioneer territory. Here's Lawless setting up for Gray. Great dig by Adams. There's Schaff again. Good dig by Mazer. Here's Lydia Collins with the tip over. Another good dig by Alice. Here's Williams to hit it over. Lawless setting up for Collins across. Boom! Lydia Collins gets the ball down the net. Alice cannot dig it out. A point for the Pioneers as they try to get at this lead. Here's the setup. And there is the kill. Reese Blackley, the true freshman out of Winston, Georgia, with another kill, her second on the night. Blackley, another one of these true freshmen stepping up for the Bulldogs as they are missing Anna Holmquist and Ann Abernathy, and Lydia Collins cannot get it over the net for the Pioneers. Reese Blackley, also a high jumper for track in high school, so her hops translate to the volleyball court easily and also to the track field easily. Here's Hawkins. And there's the miscommunication by Allison Adams. Pioneers will take that point. Hawkins with her second kill on the night. Gabby Gray, the Western Carolina transfer, on the service for the Pioneers. And what a beautiful kill by Phoebe Havenar. The Bulldogs have very creative ways to get Havenar attempts. That time Hurd coming from the right side, down the middle to hit it over the Pioneers' heads. Here's the setup for Bourne. Good dig by Williams. Here's Havenar again. Great block by Collins and Bourne. And Williams cannot get it over the net. Here comes Pigza in for Mazer. Pioneers are looking to defend that middle. They got all their defensive players in the game. Lawless, Whited, Pigza, Bourne. Gets the attempt by Williams. She'll take the kill as it bounces off of Pigza and Hawkins. Hannah Givens and Molly Lambalot now subbing in for the Bulldogs. 10-18 in this first set. Good decision by Courtney Whited, and the Pioneers will take another point. Pioneers also missing one of their outside hitters in Kaylee Dempster, who would come in and be a spark plug for the Pioneers when they needed it. Here's Givens again. Can the Pioneers recover? No, they cannot. Hannah Givens with her 4th kill on the night. 2nd on the Bulldogs in points and kills. Here comes Bourne. Great dig by Lambalot. Here's Givens again. Here's Lawless setting up for Pigza down the middle. And the Pioneers are responding. Here comes Bourne. There's another dig by Havenar. Here comes Givens. Great dig by Zaleski. Here comes Bourne. Tip over too hard. Tip over was too hard. 20-11 Bulldogs up in this first set, looking to close out in the 5 points. Timeout. 20-11. 20-11 in this first set. You're watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Wingate Bulldogs are up over the Pioneers right now, 22-11. Phoebe Havenar and Hannah Givens are leading the Bulldogs in kills with 3. And the Pioneers are looking for an answer in this first set. Here's Lawless setting up for Bourne. Here comes Alice setting up for Givens, and she will get that point for the Bulldogs. Hannah Givens, her 5th kill of the match. And she has such an explosive swing and jump. It goes over the Pioneers' heads every time. And that will be a block by Sophie Schaff, as Carly Pigsley cannot get it back over the net. 3 more points for the Bulldogs to take the first set. Senior Melissa Mazer trying to encourage her young teammates. Here's Lawless setting up for Bourne. Can't get it over the net. the key to Wingate's success is that their players are very versatile. All of their players can set, all of their players can hit, all of their players can defend. And that's what makes them so dangerous, as Cassie Bourne will get a kill for the Pioneers. They try to move some momentum here as Gabby Gray subs back in the game for Courtney Whitted. (12:23). Pioneers trying to take the lead on this Friday night against the Wingate Bulldogs. Here comes Hannah Givens. Great dig by Zaleski as Bourne will get it back across the net. There is Schaff. Could not get her whole hand on the ball, but the Pioneers could not dig it out regardless, as the Bulldogs have game point on the line, set point on the line. Rachel Alice back now in service for the Bulldogs as Treslin Ortiz subs in. And Reese Blackley will sub in for Treslin Ortiz. Set point, Bulldogs trying to close it out. Good tip over by Pigza. The set for Blackley. Blocked by Gray. Here's Gray on the attack. Great dig. Here's Gibbons. Great block by Carly Pigza. Carly Pigza, the Pioneers' leading blocker on the season, and she will sub out for Lydia Collins. Here's Sophie Schaff. Great dig by Zaleski. There's Gray. Here's Adams. The set for Blackley. Good block by Collins. Here's Gray. Can the Bulldogs respond? Yep. The set for Collins across the middle. That will be the set. Wingate takes the first set 25-13. Second set coming here in a few minutes. You are watching the Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Nice to finally have these tennis courts and not have to drive to the tennis center all the time. And thank you to all the donors that made these courts possible.
Hi, I'm Amber Lackey and I'm playing on the tennis courts right now. Whenever I play on them, I feel like I have superpowers. They're a great addition to our tennis season this year, and I'm excited to see where it takes us.
We're just super excited to be on the courts finally, and it's been a fun process, obviously, to watch all the construction taking place and the excitement's been building. And it's just nice to be giving our student athletes exactly what they deserve. I think it's going to be the nicest facility in the conference, and I think that, you know, the excitement has just been building on campus for the last couple of years, and I think for our program as a whole, this is just a great, you know, tangible statement of, hey, this is the direction we're going. We're trying to, you know, become the best team in this conference, one of the best teams in this region, one of the best teams in the nation, and I think that we're providing our players with the opportunity to become just that now, you know. And it's great to see the Nichols Tennis Complex get a facelift to honor that family and, you know, our two donors who helped us do this. It just shows you how far the reach of Pioneer Nation goes, and we're super grateful to them and excited to start winning matches out there.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Wingate Bulldogs have taken the first set 25-13. They were led by Hannah Givens with 5 kills. Phoebe Havenavar had 4 kills, and Sophie Schaff had 3 kills for the Lady Bulldogs. Here in the Tusculum Pioneers were led by Aubrey Hawkins with 2 kills. Cassie Bourne had 2 kills, and Lydia Collins had 3 kills down the middle. Cassie Bourne in a negative hit percentage right now. She has 2 kills and 4 arrows on 17 attempts. I know that is not what the Pioneers are wanting out of their senior captain, Cassie Bourne. And they will be looking to get it right here in the second set. Lady Bulldogs starting out with number 13, Treslin Ortiz, number 12, Phoebe Havenar, number 14, Sophie Schaff, number 7, Rachel Alice, and number 6, Molly Lambalot, and also number 20, Corey Adams. The Pioneers are starting out with number 12, Carly Pigza, number 18, Lydia Collins, number 10, Gabby Gray, number 7, Cassie Bourne, trying to see they're in a huddle right now, number 13, Jordan Zaleski, number 17, Emily Lawless, and number 14, Melissa Mazer, all starting out for the Pioneers in this second set. First set's over. Pioneers now looking to reboot as Cassie Bourne gets her pregame, gets her preset handshakes in with Kaylee Dempster. And Molly Lambalot will now serve for the Bulldogs. Molly Lambalot, 4th on the Bulldogs in aces per set and 5th in digs per set, assists, and aces. Refs are now ready. Lambalot now serving on this second set. Here's Mazer setting up for Gray. A great dig by Lambalot. Here's Gibbons hitting it back. Here's the set for Gray once again, out of bounds. Great jumping swing by Gabby Gray, but too far outside the line. And the Bulldogs will get the first point of the second set. Here's the set for Pigza on the outside, a rare occurrence. And there's Phoebe Havenar down the middle, great dig by Mazer. Here's Gray. On the line, Pioneers will get the point. That's what Gabby Gray was trying to do with that last attack, get it right on the line. She got it there. And the Pioneers will get their first point of the second set as Lydia Collins subs in for Pigza. Here's Melissa Mazer on the service. Alice setting up for Havenavar. Great dig by Zaleski. Here's Gray once again. Great dig by Ortiz. Here comes Havenar across the court. Beautiful setup by the Bulldogs there, and Phoebe Havenar will take another kill. There's Gray, great dig by Havenar. Here comes Ortiz. Great dig by Lawless. Here comes Gray once again. Havenar once again on the dig. There's Schaff, out. Bounces off the Pioneers block and goes out of bounds. Wingate will take the point. Here's Zaleski. Lawless coming across the court to set. And it can't get back across the net. Bulldogs take another point. Phoebe Havenar, the senior middle blocker out of Naperville, Illinois, eats, breathes, and lives volleyball. Her favorite sport outside of volleyball is volleyball. And what a great kill by Lydia Collins there And the Pioneers will take their second point of the set. Volleyball, which is just volleyball on a squash court. Squash court is about 1/4 the size of a volleyball court. And the Pioneers can't respond there. Wingate will take the point. Here comes Reese Blackley subbing in for Treslin Ortiz. Reese Blackley performing well this season. And there's another point for the Bulldogs. Rachel Alice will get the ace there. Reese Blackley doing very well for the Bulldogs this season. Last game versus Catawba, she had 9 kills, 3 digs, and 1 block to total 9.5 points. A very good performance for the true freshman out of Winston, Georgia. Another ace by the Bulldogs. There's a reason why Rachel Alice is second on the team in aces. And here's the set for Gray. She gets it over. Great dig by Alice. Here's the set for Schaff. Can't get it back across the net. Pioneers will take the point as Gabby Gray goes back to serve. Gabby Gray, the sophomore transfer out of Western Carolina, who led Western Carolina in digs her last season. Great block by Lydia Collins. Here comes Hawkins. Split shaft, but the good response. Nope, never mind. Bulldogs cannot respond. Hawkins split shaft, and Blackley could not get it back over the net. Pioneers will take another point. Here's the setup for Schaff, who was swinging before the ball even got there. There's Bourne right inside the line for senior Cassie Bourne. Beautiful jump and swing by Cassie Bourne there to tip off the blocker. And the Pioneers will take another point as they battle for this second set. Great serve by Gabby Gray. Great serve by Gabby Gray as she gets the ace for the Pioneers there. Gabby Gray leading the Pioneers in kills per set, points per set. Ball bounced off of Hawkins there and right outside the line as the Bulldogs take another point. And Eastland subs in for Hannah Givens. Casey Eastland, the true freshman from Burke, Virginia, now on the serve for the Bulldogs. The two-time high school captain and future Business Leaders of America member, Casey Eastland, who can't get the dig as Hawkins slams it home. Here's the fight that the Pioneers are showing here as Mazer subs out. And Lydia Collins comes back in. Great serve by Collins there. Here comes Lambalade. Great block by Hawkins. Here's Schaff. Couldn't get behind the line as the Pioneers were tied up in the second set. Coach Stephen Collier cheering on his Lady Bulldogs. Out of bounds on the serve by Lydia Collins as the Bulldogs will take back the lead. Mazer will sub back in for Lydia Collins as Corey Adams is here on the serve. Lawless setting up for a look like Pigza, but Bourne gets it over the net. Great dig by Gabby Gray anticipating that attack. Hawkins cannot drive it home. But she will. Pioneers tie it up again as their serving specialist Jordan Zaleski subs in for Aubrey Hawkins. 9-9 in this second set. Pioneers fighting very hard here. Here comes Lambalot with a mighty kill. Molly Lambalot with a mighty jump and swing. And the Bulldogs will get another point. Lambalot coming from a family of athletes. Her father ran over 10 marathons, including the Boston and New York Marathon. And there is the kill by by Carly Pigza. And Phoebe Havenar cannot get the block. Cassie Bourne, the spirited senior for the Pioneers. 11th in history in block and digs per set. Great ace by Cassie Bourne as the Pioneers take the lead in the second set. 11-10, Pioneers up in the second set. You are watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Tusculum up 11-10 in the second set. Wingate took the first set 25-13, and the Pioneers are battling very hard here in the second set, looking to show that they need a W in this young season as they near the halfway point. Here's the setup for Havenar, out of bounds, and the Pioneers will take another point. Cassie Bourne still on the service and as she leads the Pioneers in aces and points per set. Here's Alice setting up for Lambalot. Great dig by Zaleski. Gray with the kill! What a beautiful sequence of events there. Jordan Zaleski digging out the hard attack and Gabby Gray splitting the Wingate blockers for the point. 13-10, Pioneers up in the second set here. Here's Lambalot one more time. Another great dig by Zaleski. Here's Gray as it bounces off Havenar. Here's Alice setting up for Havenar. Another great dig by Zaleski. Here comes Gray inside the line. Great set here by the Pioneers as they have some energy rolling. 14-10 in the second set. Ortiz with the lofty dig there. Here's the setup for Pigza down the middle in the corner. 8-ball corner pocket. Carly Pigza hits it there. Friends, families, student athletes, students all here to support these Lady Pioneers as they face the undefeated Goliath that is the Wingate Bulldogs. And they are showing that they belong. Great dig by Mazer. Here's the set for Gray. Can't get it out inside the pole. What a beautiful run the Pioneers are having. 5 straight points, and they give up A point there to the Bulldogs as Molly Lamberlot gets the ace for the Lady Bulldogs. Lamberlot back here on the service, as her mother was also a college volleyball player. Here's Gray. Right inside Havenar. Gabby Gray gets the kill once again. Gabby Gray with her 4th kill on the night. Here's the set for Gibbons as she tips it over. Smart tip over there by Hannah Gibbons, who's been going power all night, and just gives a soft tip over to split the Pioneer defense there. Here's Lawless setting up for Collins, coming across. Looked like it hit the line, but they will not give the point to the Pioneers there. When Lydia Collins comes across, I expect a guaranteed kill, but it's not how it always goes. Here comes Gray. Bam! Nasty jump and swing there by Gabby Gray. (17-14) in the second set, as the Pioneers are getting a good groove going. Alice just tips it over there. Smart tip over by the senior, Rachel Alice, to get the Bulldogs an answer for the Pioneers. As Blackley will sub back in for Treslin Ortiz. Here's Rachel Alice on the service. Here's the set for Hawkins. Outside the line. Tried to hit it across the court, goes outside. Very exciting match here so far. Pioneers showing the fight in them in the second set. Here's Gray once again. Good answer by the Pioneers as Gray comes again. Great dig by Adams. There's Schaff. Pioneers can't answer as the Bulldogs tie it up in the second set. Pioneers were up 15-11 in this second set here, but the Bulldogs have showed why they are undefeated and battle back. Here's Gray. Looked like the ball was inside the line there, but that might just be my angle. Bulldogs will take the point as Gabby Gray gets the error. Bulldogs now take the lead back in this second set. Here's Lawless coming across for the set. And they will call the Pioneers for a net violation. (17-19), Pioneers battling in this second set here. What a great run that the Pioneers had there to get those 6 straight points and stack them on top for the Bulldogs there as Gabby Gray was leading that offensive attack. Gabby Gray still leading the Pioneers with 5 kills. Aubrey Hawkins and Lydia Collins have 4 kills right behind her as Cassie Bourne has 3 and Carly Pigler has 2. One thing that the Pioneers wanted to work on all year is cleaning up these errors, trying to get their hitting percentage very efficient to where they don't have what they have right now, as Gabby Gray has 5 kills on 23 attempts with 4 errors. Hawkins having a very good hitting percentage with 4 kills on 7 attempts with 2 errors, but Cassie Bourne has 3 kills on 18 attempts with 4 errors. Coaches told me that Wingate has they average less than 10 errors per match. And that's the goal that the Pioneers are aspiring to get to as we return to action in this second set, 19-17. Bulldogs up here looking to take this second set. Here's Lawless setting for Hawkins. Great dig by Adams there. Here's Blackley. There's the block by Gray. Pioneers cannot respond. This is the test for the Pioneers right now. They've had leads going into these final 5 points, but they can never keep them as they take this point and put Gabby Gray now back on the service. When they get to these last 5 points, the Pioneers have struggled to close it out, which is the sign of a young team. Great block by Collins there. Here's the set for Shaft. Great dig by Hawkins. All is coming to set up for Bourne. Great dig by Adams there. Out of bounds by Reese Blackley as the Pioneers looking to tie it up once again in the second set. I thought Bourne for sure had the kill there, but Corey Adams showing why she was second team preseason All-SAC. Here's Hawkins. Adams could have let that go, but the Bulldogs respond anyway. Here's Collins outside the line. 21-19 in this second set. As Casey Easton will now be back on the service for the Bulldogs. Casey Eastland subbing in for Hannah Gibbons. Here's Bourne. They took a great dig by Lambalot. Great dig by Mazer. Here comes Bourne again. And there's the block. And Reese Blackley cannot block it for the Pioneers as they are coming into crunch time in the second set. Lydia Collins, the true freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee, now back on the service for the Pioneers. Their second leading blocker behind Carly Pigza. Third leading blocker behind Carly Pigza, excuse me, as the refs are looking to talk. Coach Kalia trying to coach up his Lady Bulldogs. Coach Chief Michael Robertson trying to coach up his Lady Pioneers as the referees take a quick strategy timeout here. Not sure what they're discussing. Trying to figure out what happened there. Not sure what happened there, but the Pioneers will not serve. Casey Eastland now back on the service for the Bulldogs. And that point will not count for the Pioneers. Looks like they're going to replay that point for whatever reason it is. 19-21 second set. Pioneers trying to battle back here. Good block by Sophie Schaff. Here's Aubrey Hawkins. Great dig by the Bulldogs there. There's Lambalot. Great dig by Mazer. Here's Lawless setting up for Bourne. And she'll take that kill. As the block bounces off the pole, the Pioneers will take that point. And the bench mob is going crazy for the Pioneers here. Here comes true freshman Lydia Collins on the service. Here comes Blackley. And she will take that kill for the Bulldogs. This is crunch time for the Pioneers. This is where they struggle always. When it gets down close in these final 5 points, they fail to get within striking distance of winning the set. Here's Cassie Bourne. Good one-handed block by Havenar. Good block by Bourne and Pigza there. Here's the set for Hawkins. And it'll go off the Bulldogs. What a kill by Aubrey Hawkins. Man, that was beautiful. Coach Robinson loves it as well. What great pinpoint accuracy that was by Hawkins there, hitting the ball right off of the arm of the Bulldogs blocker. Here's the setup for Blackley. Great block by Bourne. Here's the set for Lambalot. On the line, and the Bulldogs will take that point. And the fans are not liking that call, but I saw the ball hit the line from my vantage point. 23-21 in this second set. Energy being felt throughout the arena by Wingate and Tusculum fans. There is Cassie Bourne. Oh my goodness, what a swing by Cassie Bourne there. 22-23. Pioneers not leaving this set without a battle. Here's Havenar coming across. Good block by Pigza. Alice tips it over. Great dig by Bourne as Mazer gets it back over. Here's Alice thinking she can get the tip over. Here comes Gabby Gray. Good block by Alice there. Here comes Gray again. Blow! 23 up in the second set. Timeout, 23 tied in the second set. You're watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. 23 up in the second set as the Bulldogs take the next point. Looking to win this second straight set. Bulldogs win the first set 25-13. And they're looking to close out and take the second set also. If you missed this second set, folks, whoo, you missed a doozy. Pioneers Bulldogs have been battling this entire set. Gabby Gray, Cassie Bourne, Aubrey Hawkins all coming in with clutch kills in crunch time and clutch blocks as well as they try to take down the Goliath that is Wingate Volleyball. Molly Lambalot now on this potential set point for the Bulldogs as they take a quick timeout. Whew, what a set this has been. Aubrey Hawkins, Cassie Bourne, Gabby Gray all coming in with clutch kills and blocks. Also Carly Pigza as well. Phoebe Havenar, Sophie Schaff, and Hannah Givens also coming in with clutch kills for the Bulldogs as well. Pioneers are finding some success blocking the Bulldogs here and also finding some success hitting them in their weak areas in the defense. Pioneer bench mob is feeling it as the Tusculum scorers table, the Tusculum DJ, Tusculum SID, Dom Donnelly, playing a little Metallica Enter Sandman right now. (23-24). Bulldogs trying to take the second set here as Molly Lambalot is on the service for the Bulldogs. Here comes the set for Pigza. Can the Pioneers respond? Yes, they do. And that great response by the Pioneers here. Here's Givens. Woo! And that's the second set right there. What a vicious swing by Hannah Gibbons, who has explosive hops and an explosive swing to go with it. 25-23, Bulldogs take the second set. You're watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Wingate Bulldogs have taken the first two sets 25-13 and 25-23, but the Pioneers battled very, very hard in that last set as Cassie Bourne is here on the service. Here comes Taylor Williams. Great dig by Melissa Mazer as Gabby Gray gets it back over the middle. There's Sophie Schaff with the mighty, mighty swing as Carly Pigza fails to get the kill there. Bulldogs showing why they're undefeated in their attack here. Hannah Givens leading them in kills with 8. with Phoebe Havenar coming back with 6. Sophie Schaff also has 6. Great block there by Carly Pigza. Sophie Schaff with 7 kills, Phoebe Havenar with 6 kills. And Reese Blackley with 4 kills. And Rachel Alice with 2 kills as Melissa Mazer is back on the service for the Pioneers. Melissa Mazer with the 3rd most digs in Tusculum history and with the 2nd most digs per set in Tusculum history. Good dig by Mazer there. As Corey Adams hits it back over for the Bulldogs. Here comes Gray. Tipped off of Reese Blackley's attempted block. Bourne cannot dig it out. Another point for the Bulldogs here. Treslin Ortiz, another junior stepping up as a defensive specialist for the Bulldogs as Colin comes across the middle, blocked by Taylor Williams. And there's Gabby Gray with the block. Here comes Taylor Williams to hit it back over. Lawless setting up for Gray. Blow! Right on the chest of Treslin Ortiz, who can't handle the hot attack. Beautiful, beautiful kill by Gabby Gray there as she gets her 7th on the night. And here's true freshman Emily Lawless on the service for the Pioneers. There's the set for Havenar. Great dig by Bourne. Here's Hawkins with the tip over. There's Alice with the tip over for the Bulldogs. Rachel Alice showing off her volleyball IQ in those crucial moments of the last set. She's been setting all night because she is their setter, but she also has plenty of clever tip overs because the Pioneers anticipate that she will set all night. And what a swing by Lydia Collins there. True freshman Lydia Collins stepping up big time for the Pioneers tonight with her 5th kill on the match. Here's Gabby Gray on the service. And there's Phoebe Havenar, too hard, out of bounds. Another point for the Pioneers. Excuse me. Bulldogs will take the point. I thought it was out of bounds. Apparently not. Bulldogs take the lead in this 3rd set. And there's Mazer with the setup for Bourne. Great dig by Havenar. Here's the set for Lambalot. And that is too hot for Lawless to handle. Lambalot almost makes Emily Lawless do a split there as she knocks the ball home for another Bulldogs point. Here's Lawless setting up for Hawkins as it is blocked by Sophie Schaff but goes out of bounds as Carly Pigza will sub in for Melissa Mazer. Pioneers trying to battle once again in this 3rd set. Need their first conference win of the season. Great dig by Lydia Collins, but the Pioneers cannot help her respond. As Blackley subs in for Treslin Ortiz. Rachel Alice now back to serve for the Bulldogs. Here's Lawless setting up for Hawkins. Great dig by Alice. Here's Blackley. Great block by Bourne and Pigza. Blackley one more time. Good block by Bourne. Lawless setting up for Pigza now. Another good dig by Alice. Here's Blackley one more time. Can the Pioneers dig it out? They do. Great defensive play by the Pioneers. Good block by Bourne once again as she gets back and takes her attack, tips it over. Little rally going. Molly Lambalot Little rally going as Pioneers respond. Can they get it back over? Boom. There's a tip over. The set, Pioneers can't get it back over the net. Good rally going in by the Bulldogs and Pioneers, but what a crafty tip over by the libero for the Bulldogs, Corey Adams. And she will tip it back over. And the Bulldogs take another point as Melissa Mazur talks to the ref for a few quick seconds there. Alice back again on the service. Can't get it over the net. Point Pioneers. I just copied the PA guy. And Hawkins subs out for Jordan Zaleski, the Pioneers' true freshman service specialist, who is 5th in aces on the team. And great block by Cassie Bourne there. Cassie Bourne, second team All-SAC last year, led the Pioneers in kills and kills per set last year. What a vicious swat that was by Reese Blackley. And there's Casey Eastland and Taylor Williams subbing, as Molly Lambalot will now serve for the Bulldogs. Here's all the subbing for Pigza. Great block by the Bulldogs. Here's Blackley. Good tip by Bourne and Pigza. Very crafty tip over there by Lawless, taking some notes from other setters. Here's Bourne. 3 blockers there by the Bulldogs as they blocked it. Too many hits. Bulldogs will take the point once again. I believe Lawless switching it up there, trying to get a sneaky tip over like the Bulldogs did. Bad set by Lawless once again. And the Bulldogs will take another point. Mazur and Bourne trying to encourage their young teammates here. Trying to encourage Emily Lawless, don't worry about that. Just get the set right the next time. And here's Bourne. What a kill by Bourne. Rachel Alice cannot dig it out, and it taps off her shoulder into the crowd. Another point for the Pioneers. Assistant coach Ashton Hippensteel signaling a play for Cassie Bourne here. Here's Alice setting up for Blackley. Across the court, kill for Reese Blackley. There's Phoebe Havanaugh subbing in for Sophie Schaff. As Corey Adams has a little shoot timeout. Corey Adams with the directional serve there. Taylor Williams hits it too hard. Out of bounds. Pioneers take the point. Melissa Mazur with a very storied career here for the Pioneers in her senior season. 2017 All-SAC honorable mention. 2016 D2 Conference Commissioners Association All-Southeast Region first team. Great dig there by Mazur. And Gabby Gray cannot hit it over for the Pioneers. As Ortiz subs in for Blackley to serve here. Treslin Ortiz, 3rd on the Bulldogs in digs and 4th in assists, aces, and digs per set. Here comes Gray. Bounces off the block. Excuse me, no, it does not. Bulldogs get another point. 8-13 in his 3rd set. Timeout. You're watching Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County, you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
Welcome back to Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Wingate Bulldogs up 13-8 in this third set. Wingate took the first set 25-13, and they also took the second set 25-23. Great block by Collins there. And there is another tip over by Corey Adams. Corey Adams, the libero for the Bulldogs with all of the accolades. Preseason second team All-SAC, Corey Adams. Good block by Rachel Alice and Phoebe Havenar. Number 20, Corey Adams, the libero for the Bulldogs. 2018 preseason All-SAC, second team. Also second team All-SAC last year as they get another tip over. Here's Mazer setting up for Gray. Good dig by Adams. Here comes Williams. Strikes it home. Taylor Williams strikes it home for the Bulldogs. They go up 17-8. Bulldogs trying to break out the big broom on the Pioneers tonight, as they are the Goliath of the SAC. Going 14-0, have not lost a game yet. Haven't lost to the Pioneers since 2012. Coach Michael Robinson trying to encourage his girls here. Coach Kalir trying to tell them just business as usual. Time to finish it out. This young Pioneers team just has to keep working. Lost a lot of experience from last year. Mariah Lewis, Sabrina Schluger, Shannon Murphy. Lost about 5 starters from last year's team. Melissa Major, captains Melissa Major, Cassie Bourne, Kaylee Dempster, and the coaches trying to encourage this young team, trying to get their communication on point, trying to get them to lessen errors, trying to get them to believe in themselves and not doubt themselves. That's the biggest key to translating to college ball versus high school ball. 17-8, Wingate serving in this third set. Here's the set for Gray. Blocked by Rachel Alice and Phoebe Havenar. (18-8), Wingate wanting Grandma's big broom. Treasure Ortiz on the service. Great response by Zaleski. Here's Gray one more time. Adams on the dig. Here's Taylor Williams again. Great dig by Collins. Here's Gray one more time. Here's the set. And the Bulldogs cannot get it back over. Here comes Hawkins, the sub in for Zaleski. Emily Lawless second on the Pioneers in assists and assists per set. And good response by the Bulldogs there. Great dig by Lawless. Here's Mazer setting up for Hawkins. Out of bounds, too hard for Aubrey Hawkins. (19-9). Bulldogs running away with it here. That's out of bounds by Casey Eastland, the true freshman. Pioneers trying to wheel their way back here with Gabby Gray at the helm. Serving now for the Pioneers. The transfer from Western Carolina, who led Western Carolina in kills last year and now leading the Pioneers in kills this year, as the Pioneers cannot dig that ball out. Here comes Sophie Schaff subbing in for Casey Eastler. Phoebe Havenar now back on the service, who did well against the Pioneers last year with 23 kills in their last matchup, 12 kills in the second matchup, as Cassie Bourne hits that ball out of bounds. Grandma's big broom is near. Now subbing in for Trezin Ortiz is Shannon Kasprack, the freshman setter out of Austin, Texas. What a mighty swing by Aubrey Hawkins to get the point for the Pioneers there. Pioneers not going down without a fight as the true freshman Lydia Collins now serving. Cannot get it over the net. As Mazer subs in for Collins. It's Rachel Alice now back on the serve, who also performs well against the Pioneers. 51 assists in her first matchup last year. 45 assists in her second matchup with the Pioneers last year. And there's Molly Lambalot. Good tip over by Lawless. Here's the set for Alice. Great dig by Mazer as her and Lawless almost get tripped up there. Here's the set for Schaff. Great dig by Mazer. And the Pioneers cannot recover as Schaff tips it over. Sophie Schaff, another one of those Bulldog players that will step in for Anna Holmquist over the middle, as Hannah Canelli is now back to serve for the Bulldogs. Here's the setup for Bourne. Great dig by Adams. And there's Schaff hitting that corner pocket. Match point on the line right now. Canelli back again to serve. The junior outside hitter out of Florence, Kentucky. As Eastland comes back in for Lambalot. Excuse me, that's Dunya Shabbat in for Lambalot. Here's the set for Hawkins. As the Pioneers get a point off of the block error. Jordan Zaleski now back to serve for the Pioneers. He was fifth in aces and digs for the Pioneer squad. And she will take another ace for the Pioneers. Kim Hovey could not handle it for the Bulldogs, and the Pioneers trying to stay alive in this third set. Here's Lawless setting up for Bourne. Bad set, game, set, match. Bulldogs break out the big grandma's broom over the Pioneers. Your final 3-0 as Wingate takes the first set 25-13, the second set 25-23, and the third set 25-13 once again. Check out your Pioneers tomorrow at 2 p.m. as they take on Coker University right here on the Pioneer Sports Network. For Tusculum, all of Greenville, Tennessee, you have watched Tusculum Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network. I am PJ Green. Good night, folks.